Welcome to CodeSoap EdTech.
Today we are going to see how to execute Linux shell script. For that, I'm using Ubuntu operating system and we're just going to start by creating a new folder on the desktop. So right click, new folder. You can rename the folder as per your convenience. I'm just going to rename it as Linux. Ensure that a folder of the same name does not exist on your current directory. That is, if you are saving it in the desktop, then ensure that a folder with the same name should not be present on the desktop, right? So I'm just going to click on OK, and you can see that I have a unique folder named Linux. So we are going to write a shell script in the text editor. You can go over menu over here and open text editor. In the text editor, I'll just write a sample code. Say echo hello world. So this has to be displayed in my output. So since this is a shell script, the extension of the file must be .sh, and this will be, let's to have it as demo1.sh. And one more very important thing to note here is where you are saving the file. Ensure that you are navigating to the right location and saving it. If you just click on save over here, then your file will be saved in the root directory. We don't want to save it in the root directory. So I have created a folder on the desktop. So I'm going to select desktop, and inside desktop I'm going to select Linux. You can either double click it or click on it and press enter. So you can see I am in desktop Linux demo1.sh. Now we can save the file. Now that my file is saved, you can see the path of the file desktop Linux. Yes, it has been saved in the folder that was created earlier. Now how to execute this file? To execute this file, we have to do it from the terminal. So I'm going to open this menu and then you can see terminal over here. So to execute any file, you have to first navigate to that file location and then give the file permissions, and only then execution of the file is possible, or running the shell script is possible. So let me first understand what is my current directory. So I'm going to write the print the command pwd. Pwd command is used to print working directory. It will give you the current directory that you're working on, right? So if I give pwd, it will give me the root directory and here this is where I am. But my file is present in the Linux folder which is created on the desktop. So I have to navigate there. So before I navigate there, let me see what are the directories present in this particular folder. So if I give ls, then it will give list of all the directories present in your current directory in this case. So you can see that my desktop is present in this particular directory. Now I have to navigate to desktop. So to navigate to desktop, I'm going to use the command cd, that is nothing but change directory. So cd desktop. Observe the path over here. Initially, it doesn't really show a path, right? It just shows my home and user. This is the path. So when I click on cd desktop, basically I'm changing the current directory to be desktop. So you can see the path has changed to desktop. Now on desktop, what are the directories present? To list all the directories present on the desktop, I'm going to use my ls command here again. So if I give ls command, then you can see the number of files I have on the desktop, like 2.sh, external copy.sh. Then I have got my Linux lab as well as my Linux folder. So I want to navigate to this particular folder over here. So again I'm going to use the command cd, which is for change directory. So I'm going to give cd Linux. And one thing to note here, and which is very important, is that the Linux terminal is case sensitive. That means that you have to give the exact spelling inclusive of capital letters and small letters, because cd Linux is not same as cd capital letters Linux. If I give capital letters Linux, you can see that no directory present here is in capital letters, right? Nothing is named as Linux with a capital letter. If I give it, it will give you the error, no such file or directory, because it is case sensitive. So I have to give it in small letters, CDLINUX, small letters, exact same spelling. Whether it be desktop or any other directory, you have to give the exact same spelling, and you should not give spaces also. Alright, so if you have created a directory without any spaces, just as this, then you should not give any spaces also. Okay, now if I go for CD Linux, you can see that the path has changed. Now I'm in desktop and Linux. That means I can safely execute the file now. But to verify whether my file is present in this particular folder or not, I'm going to use the list command ls again. So if I give ls, you can see my demo1.sh is present, right? So to execute this particular file, we are going to use the command dot slash and file name demo.sh. It's a forward slash. Okay. So now demo.sh, sorry, it is demo1.sh. Ensure that you're giving the right name. So dot slash demo1.sh. Okay, as you can see, it will give permission denied. The reason it is giving permission denied is that by default, when you create a new file, by default it will not have the execute permission. You should explicitly give the execute permission for the file. To understand what permissions are already present in the file, we will use the command ls-l or long listing of the file. So ls-l or -l, I'm going to give the file name, that is demo1.sh. So when I give ls-l, it will give the details about the file demo1.sh, including the file permission, the owner, date of creation, right? So basically, as you can see, there's only read, write or read permission. The permissions, file permissions are generally divided into three groups. That is, the first three attributes will be for the owner, the next three will be for the group, and the other three will be for other users. So you can see owner has only read and write permission, group has read write, and other users have only read permission. Numerically, read has a value of 4, write has a value of 2, and execute has a value of 1. In total, the numerical value when RWX all three permissions are given is 7. Right now it is read write, that is 4 plus 2 6. Again it is 4 plus 2 6 and only 4 over here, right? So if I give execute permission over here, then we can make the numerical value as 7. So to change the file permissions, I'm going to use the command chmod numerical value change mode 7, that will give read write execute permission, and then read write, let it be as it is 6, and for other users 4, let it be as it is 764, and I'm going to give the file name demo1.sh. Okay. So I'm going to give the ls-l command again to verify whether the permissions have changed or not, right? So you can see that demo1.sh, the permissions have been changed, have been modified. So instead of read write permission, now the owner has read write as well as execute, which means you can safely execute the program. So let's re-execute the program again, that is given by demo1.sh. Hello world. Now we have the output. So this is the procedure to follow to execute a Linux shell script. That's it. Thank you.